I don't think we realize how crazy the internet actually is. I thought about this while I was in my sauna, just trying to scroll on my phone, trying to pass the time, right? When I came across a video of titled "I'm Being Canceled," and it was by a guy, girl by the name of this. I don't know. I put it here on screen. It was a VTuber getting canceled on Twitter, just like everything. And I was like, huh, I'm gonna click this, and I watched it. And it didn't really click into my brain until afterwards. I just watched a VTuber. I just watched a V, and what's crazy is that many people are gonna be like, "What's so different about a VTuber?" Dog, do you really know what's going on anymore? We have people making livings, live streaming themselves as a virtual reality anime girl, and this is their living. This is their job. What? Imagine trying to explain this to like your grandparents, dog. Imagine trying to explain this to like the founding fathers, my guy. Like that is insane. Like it is legit crazy to think about that. And what's even more crazy is that most of these guys, their whole thing is politics. They all talk about politics, and it's really funny that people are being radicalized. People are literally getting their political information, their political sources from virtual reality anime heroes. What is going on, bro? And what's even more crazy is that like most of these guys are like far right or right wing, and so like they're like, yeah, go back to your fucking country, you little immigrant, and like they're saying they're just spouting this, alt right type stuff, and it's just fucking anime girls, bro, doing it, bro. Like I don't what is the internet anymore? Like seriously, this is people's jobs. It like reminds me of like how all the neo Nazis like use like Kanon profile pictures to like distinguish themselves, and you have these like really racist assholes, right? I fucking hate Jews, blah blah blah. Just have the like Kanon pictures, and Kanon probably want to be probably being the most wholesome, just like fun, goofy out anime, right? Just full of anime girls, and that's their profile picture. These it's just the funniest like thing, bro. And now if you watch Kanon, you're like a neo-Nazi. I'm not a neo-Nazi. I just want to watch anime girls, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That sounds. It's like the same thing with the burnt peanut, bro. Like his whole thing is that he's a he cosplays as a peanut, right, on the internet, and he just films it. And this man's getting like thousands of live viewers. It is crazy. This is people's jobs, my guy. It is wild. It also reminds me of this one dude I seen on TikTok. Put him up on here, who like just legit listens to like VTuber singing as his workout, and this dude's getting like 100,000 of views, 100,000 likes, thousands of comments, just doing this. So I'm like, this is legit people's jobs. Oh, like, and these VTubers and these Vocaloids, right? Like this should be really underground, like internet stuff, right? And it was just like selected to a few certain places on the internet, a few certain countries, just really Japan, right? But now it's all over the place. This is mainstream stuff. In the next 5 years, we're gonna see these people pop up on the news. I want to be there when a poor lady has a heart attack because they see a VTuber and they're like, what the fuck? What is that? What? Like, I'm gonna have to explain to my parents this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to explain them this stuff. I'm gonna explain them what a Vocaloid. I'm gonna have to explain to them what Mog means soon, bro. Like, the way the internet just controls everything nowadays, controls the political discourse, controls just the popular culture. It's just like, what the wow. What? We really take it for granted what is on this thing. What is on this thing? We really take for granted the fact that I can literally just call anybody I want right now. I can legit. Is it? Oh. Brother, what? I can just legit call up people, like, just whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what? And also legit how, like, the internet is just basically the arbiter of truth nowadays. I get most of my data, most of my whatever news through the internet. I get most of my information through this thing right here. You know what I mean? And that's crazy because this truly just has the truth on it. I mean, I can't trust these freaking news organizations no more. I can't trust them. You know what I mean? Like legit, take into like example what's going on in Mexico right now, bro, with the narcos, whatever. I only know that through the internet. None of my parents really knew about it. None of my grandparents really knew it. None of my friends knew about it. All I know about it because I went on Instagram one day and I was just seeing people shooting up Guadalajara airport. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? And the fact, like with Twitter, I don't have Twitter, you know what I mean? But like the videos we see coming out of Twitter of people who are currently there, stuck in Mexico right now, and just the videos and crazy stuff of what's going on. And you're just sitting there, you're sitting back and just realizing, oh my gosh, what? It's so crazy. And I hope the best for the situation. I hope best for everybody, because like my best friend's aunt just got back like 3 days ago, right before everything went down, and she still has people down there that like it's like down there right now in Mexico. I can only imagine what's going on down there. And of course, I bet it's not as it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Like people, what they're eating, how they're living currently. Like people, they're not having a lot of more food anymore. They're not having a lot of water. The cartels and whatnot are bringing down the grocery stores. They're bringing down the gas stations, so people legit cannot have access to stuff anymore. That's crazy, and we want to know about it. Unless we didn't have the internet, unless we didn't have stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because like we didn't know anything about, say, the Rwanda genocide until like movies came out about it, until like official reports. We didn't know how bad the UN sucked, because the UN sucks. The UN sucks at its job. We didn't realize how bad it was, especially over there in like during the Yugoslav wars, bro. Like as someone whose family's from there, that stuff is crazy, my guy. I cannot imagine if we had the internet and just seeing the absolute carnage and destruction that we would have seen from the Yugoslav wars, and just the first-hand accounts of everything that went down there. It's just wild. Like the news coverage, most of the news coverage I've seen coming out of Mexico right now is from people on Twitter. People literally there right now, just videoing everything going on there. And it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And another thing too about the internet is just how many people can get connected. I don't really play video games, so I don't really connect people through video games. I know a lot of people have before, but ever since I started making videos on TikTok, I really can just connect through a lot of people, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Like there's this one dude from New Jersey I met through making content, and this dude's dope as fuck, dude. This dude's cool as hell. Like shout out to this dude, you know what I mean? And just like how much stuff we have in common and all that type of stuff, and like I'm like, now I'm making content for this man because I like this man, you know what I mean? It's crazy how people can connect, bro. Like I met also people through YouTube in like England, bro. I've never been outside the country before. I've never been outside of, you know, the great country, the United States. But yeah, I can talk to these people. I can know these people. I can meet with these people, you know what I mean? Through this. Through this. I don't think we really take into effect like how powerful this thing is right here. It's also just crazy how stuff blows up in the first place, and how stuff blows up and nobody like, and it's still like pretty underground. Like take for example, I'm still cheering for the 1980s U.S. hockey team by Oakwood. This song blew up within the underground scene of music, but then once, you know, the great country, the United States, beat Canada for the gold, this song again just exploded in popularity. And it's crazy because like it took me 30 hours of screen time to basically unknow this song, but now everybody knows this song, you know what I mean? Just crazy how stuff like that just explodes. Same thing with the Heads Will Roll remix, right? That thing was an internet thing forever, and then now it's finally in everybody's public conscious. That was one of the earlier things. Same thing with like the Rickroll and whatnot, you know what I mean? And crazy how just other stuff, how other people just blow up too. Like Hawk Tuah Girl, stuff like that, how those people just blow up, and just crazy how that just gets to everybody's public consciousness. It was also a crazy thing about just how much like the internet has changed what I like, bro. Like fitness, right? Music up there, right? And of course all the other, you know, albums I have, right? Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, I am watching Fear at the same time as recording this video. Books, bro, like all my books I got off of Pinterest, bro. I'll put like a picture of all the books I got. All this stuff I found on Pinterest, my guy. The working out, the tattoos I want to get, bro. Like this stuff, it's the stuff I watch. Like most of the stuff I watch, like come from the internet. I didn't know about GK until the internet put me on. I didn't know about Fear until the internet put me on. I didn't know about most of the stuff I like nowadays with the internet putting me on. Title Fight, bro. Title Fight's one of my favorite bands of all time. But internet put me on. If it wasn't for Spotify's algorithm, I would have never found Knocked Loose. Yeah, that's all I really want to talk about. Just how crazy the internet was, and just how crazy like the VTubers and stuff were. Like that's kind of crazy to me. But you know, anyway, every day.